Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Okay. I was today thinking that there should be some kind of a self-assessment. How much I've been able to convey what I wanted to convey. So I morning was designing. I'll show you something. You can give your input. The whether what I've taught has gone through. Okay, let me see. I can. You all can see this. Can everybody see?
No, Prabhuji.
Huh? You can see or not?
Yes, now we. Yes, now we can see.
So I'm just was typing questions like this. I did exercise with the afternoon batch, but afternoon is a smaller number of people. There are 50 people. We actually went through all of them. Just have a look at this. Who is the Supreme Lord?
Krishna.
Now you put on the chat.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, host. Yeah, write to me. Okay. Any doubt? Now it's okay. Everybody readable now?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, now everybody can talk, no problem. We spent 5 minutes on this. Okay, what is Sachidananda?
Supreme consciousness bliss.
What does it mean, Sachidananda?
Somebody who is kind of devoid of the material thing and then concentrates heavily on
Yes.
Refers to Sri Krishna.
There are 3 words here, Sachidananda. What does it mean?
Shuddha Sattva and Supreme Consciousness blissfulness.
Complete bliss.
It is a soul's original position, actual position of the soul.
Always Chit is Ananda. There are 3 words here. Sat is different, Chit is different, Ananda. What do the 3 words separately mean?
Such means truth.
Okay, very good. Chit?
Chit is
Mind. Consciousness and bliss.
Consciousness.
Okay, very good. Very nice. Very happy. Another way we can define.
Good happiness.
Yeah.
Listen. Another way we can define Sat is eternal. The soul is eternal. Chit is knowledge. The Lord is all-knowing. And Ananda means beautiful relationship between us and the Lord. Okay?
Yes.
What are the 3 gunas?
Sattva, Rajas, Tamas.
We studied yesterday. What is the goal of life?
To be
Is attain the lotus feet of Sri Krishna.
Okay, what? Everybody is confident or some other goal?
Not to take rebirth.
No,
Okay,
Spiritual world.
What is the goal is
Spiritual world.
Okay. This is self. I am not assessing you. I am assessing myself. What I taught, I want to see it as gone through. Who am I?
Jiva,
body.
the servitor of
We are soul.
The daughter of Krishna.
We are the
Body.
I am not body, I am soul.
Jiva,
Very
who is
good.
servitor of Sri
we are
Krishna.
souls.
You can type also, no problem. So I can see, I'm seeing there also. How can you achieve Krishna?
By chanting Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Chanting.
Chanting.
Okay, how many yoga systems Krishna taught in
Ashtanga Yoga.
10. Karma Yoga.
Jnana Yoga.
Okay. How many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita?
18. 18.
How many shlokas are there?
700.
700 shlokas.
Why Dhritarashtra could not understand Bhagavad Gita?
Because of
He was
filled with jealousy.
Of his brothers
Yeah.
to
Very
Pandit.
good.
heart is not pure.
Invoice.
Why we need Guru Parampara? Why we need Guru Parampara?
To have an
We need a
All the
guru
ritual
to
forms.
everyone needs
No,
a guru.
we need a good guide to have
Dasa,
right.
We need a guru
to guide us.
Guru to have a
No,
right path.
but why the Guru should be in Guru Parampara?
The traditional
Guide us. Guru. We need guru to guide
Okay.
us.
Authentic.
I am taking class.
To allow the knowledge to descend.
Wait a minute.
So that we can believe in Guru without any doubt.
Yes. See, just like you go for medical treatment. But how do you know? You cannot test a doctor. Can you tell doctor, some quiz is there? You cannot tell like that. Huh? You'll throw the quiz on your face. You have to see the board, what notice, where he has been trained, correct? So similarly, Guru Parampara means I am trained by whom? Who is trained by whom? The Parampara should go tell Krishna. Then it is safe, okay. Then also he has to prove by work also, but both things should be together. Doctor should have certificate, also his work should be good, correct? Both are needed. Authorization and work. So therefore, Guru Parampara is very safe. Then you are safe. What is the bona fide process in Kali Yuga to achieve Krishna? What is the best process?
Chanting, japa, Krishna japa.
Very good. Okay. Who is the founder acharya of ISKCON? What is his full name? Anybody? Full name.
Sri Bhaktivedanta.
Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay. What is the full form of ISKCON?
International Society
of
Consciousness.
Krishna consciousness.
Krishna consciousness.
Society for Krishna consciousness. Okay.
International Society.
What is karma?
The actions.
Duty, action.
Actions what we do.
Duty, one's duty.
Very good. Why we chant Hare Krishna mantra? Why
To
not?
achieve
That is
Surrender
the
to
way
Krishna.
to achieve Krishna
Reach the
in Kali
It's a
Yuga.
Mahamantra.
Very good.
For
In Kali Yuga,
enlightenment.
Because enlightenment, he is the supreme Lord.
Enlightenment.
In Kali.
Very good, very good. What is the Panchatattva mantra? Anybody type?
Jai Shri
I want to
Krishna
see. Can you
Chaitanya
type?
Prabhu.
No, type. Panchatattva mantra. Who types first? Let us see.
Prabhuji, can you scroll the page, please? We can. I'm not able to see the question.
Panchatattva mantra.
Yes. Thank you.
16.
What is duration of Kali Yuga?
Oh, next. Wait. First. Yes. What is the Panchatattva mantra? We chant before chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Hare? Nobody had typed till now. Wow, very difficult.
Om Namo Bhagavate.
No, Panchatattva mantra. Nobody knows.
Jai Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Type. Yes. One has come. Monish has come. Very good. Everybody can see it. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta. Okay? Everybody, please, you have to know this mantra, very important mantra. Before chanting Hare Krishna mantra, you should chant this because you will get the blessing, because there is no aparadha in chanting the Shri Krishna Chaitanya mantra. Only one person, nobody knows else. Abba, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta. Very good, Saidash. Congratulations, your mantra is correct. Oh yes, one more person, Bhuvaneshwari, very good. Yes.
Sir, I'm very slow in typing, so I said.
Regulative principles. I don't know.
Okay, Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, can you please put that mantra so that we will just register in our review?
Okay, I think many people do not know this mantra, Hannah.
Yes. When we hear from you, we feel like as if we know, but to actually chant, we do not.
I'll put it up. Actually, I had put up in some presentations, but I don't remember which one.
Sir, actually, if you say one line and
It's
if
in
we
a group.
repeat, it will be like Guru Upadesh and it will get inside our head also, sir.
No, that's okay. I will.
It's in a WhatsApp group, Guruji.
No, wait a minute.
Guruji, please block the
Prabhuji,
WhatsApp group.
what is the origin of this mantra, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. It is in Bhagavad Gita, Prabhuji. It is in Bhagavad Gita, first page.
No problem. No problem. Can you see now on the right hand side? Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara. You all can see? Shiva Sati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Actually, it's raining for us. No current also.
Where?
In Hyderabad.
Ayyo. So you can see the mantra Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Correct? Everybody can see?
Yeah.
Srivasadi, Srivasadi.
See, this is mantra. Yes. You're asking the origin. This is actually prayer to 5 personalities and all the devotees to bless us. Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Nityananda.
Yeah.
Krishna Chaitanya
Gadadhara.
Can you see now? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I'll just explain this mantra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya you are seeing here in the center. Here. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is here. Is not here. Okay, Nityananda Prabhu is there. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. He's here. This is Nityananda Prabhu. This is Advaita. This is Gadadhara and this is Shivas. His 5 personalities started the Nama Sankirtana of Hare Krishna mantra in public. Generally, what used to happen in Vedic culture, some Brahmanas will not let public chant the mantra. They will say only Brahmanas can chant. This is they don't allow. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu publicly distributed the mantra in public. So this is Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. So we always first take their blessing. And all the Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Vrinda means associates, correct? All the Vrinda, all the great devotees, please bless me. So when you take shelter of this Panchatattva mantra, you get blessing to chant the Hare Krishna mantra properly. Because when you chant Hare Krishna mantra, there are aparadhas. There are 10 kind of aparadhas that can happen when we chant the Hare Krishna mantra. So when you take blessings of Shri Krishna Chaitanya, these aparadhas will be reduced. That is the idea. Okay? Now I'll come back. And you can all speak. Okay, I'll finish with this. So, see, basically the whole idea was this, that I will make a quiz like this, same questions. Yesterday, what happened, somebody called me. One person, he's attending some class somewhere. Just like that, I asked him, who's God? He said, Murugan. I said, oh my God. He has attended 15 classes and he's saying Murugan is God. What I have taught. So then I thought that let me have, this will be for all the 2,500 people who are attending class in 15 different classrooms. All the people, we will make this as a quiz and we will say after, and this will be, we'll make it also important for certificates. So this why will have to happen, otherwise nobody will solve it. And people, this will be not judging you, it is judging the teacher. Correct? This is for not judging you. The previous 18 chapter was for judging you. This I can judge now the teacher, how good the teacher was. If this also was not clear, then what he was doing 18 hours, I have to discuss with him. Okay, what are the 4 things we should not do? 4 regulative principles. Anybody?
No meat.
Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha.
No,
that is the Purushartha, but 4 regulative principles. No intoxication.
No illicit sex, no meat, no gambling.
Yes. Okay, very good. What is the duration of Kali Yuga?
432,000.
4,32,000.
Fantastic. What are the 4 yugas?
Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Kali Yuga.
Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga.
What is the difference between me and God?
We are controlled by Maya and God is the controller of Maya.
And we are the servitor. He is the Supreme. We are the servant
We
of
are
God.
born, we are always there.
Soul and super soul.
We are part and parcel of the God.
Okay, okay. Why do you need God? Why do you need God?
To have happiness, and in difficulty we will have a companion.
Right. Type. Some of you can speak, some of you can type.
The beauty of the Jivatma, it finds happiness only in serving God. That's why we need God.
Very good. Okay. Is God a person? Very difficult question now. 23rd. Is God some energy or is he some person?
Person.
He's supreme person.
God is a person.
Supreme personality of Godhead.
Person. God is a person.
God is a person.
Your 7 o'clock class saved you, sir.
Both, Prabhuji.
Both person, but represented in the form of energy in all human beings, all creatures.
He is energizer.
He is Shaktiman. He has Shakti. He is Shaktiman.
Why?
He
Okay,
is a
good,
person
good.
devoid of body. Eternal.
Take care. Why did Arjuna not
Eternal
want to
person.
fight?
Compassion.
Deluded, confused.
Five.
Remember. Okay.
Killing the own.
5 causes.
Okay, what we should do at the time of death?
We should think about
Chant.
Krishna.
Think about God, Krishna.
Think about Krishna.
Say Krishna, Krishna.
Okay. So how do you say you're not the body?
Because
We
the
are the
body
Jivatma.
continuously
The body is
changes.
also-
It keeps changing and we don't
what will we
realize
do
it.
today? Yesterday, okay, now.
We are only
Today is a very small chapter, 20 shlokas. I'll finish. And after that, I'll give you. These people, why they don't keep their background sound? They don't realize the mic is on. So I will give you 18 reasons we are not the body today. Okay? All the answers were very satisfactory. I'm very, very grateful. I feel could teach you something. But one answer was surprising, that people said God is energy. I'm very, very surprised. Because that was very clear till now. Now today's chapter should clear it. Today's chapter is called Purushottama Yoga. Very, very beautiful chapter. Many people, this Kantastha, they, in the Purushottama Masa, they chant this whole chapter. Okay. Thank you. Now, is it a good idea or not? This kind of a small quiz to see that people have understood something. What do you say?
Yes. Very much. Very good.
It's good.
Very good.
Fundamentals.
What about the mind control?
Mind control more. Yesterday we did how many? We did yesterday 6, 7.
12.
Yesterday is second test of mental techniques. Yesterday was very simple physical techniques, so there's no problem. Mental techniques are more difficult and spiritual techniques are more difficult. Okay, so we have so much to do today. Let us start quickly. And you like video? You want to see video like that? Yesterday?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Chalo. Thank you. This is among 3 groups I do every day, this is the best group. Some people come for 2 groups. They see them on afternoon also, they are here also now.
Sir, today I attended 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock and this one also, sir.
Yeah, I have 3 classes.
What about Bhagavad, that link?
Shadai.
Dhire.
If I want to give you something to eat, you should be able to digest. If you give a child heavy dose, they'll vomit. I want to teach you Bhagavatam. What I do today then, you want me to introduce you Bhagavatam today?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And then what all we do, you want mind control also, you want 18 reasons we are not the body also, and you want to see some video also and finish this class also. We will do Jagaran then. How many people are ready?
That speaks of the greed that we all carry with us.
I'm not able to control our mind.
No, I'm so happy we developed some good relation. See what happens, everything is broken. Even Krishna does not break spiritual relationship. Suppose in your house, you start Krishna Puja. Same husband, wife, child will never be broken. Life after life, you will stay together. Because there is no need to break when family is spiritually connected. Isn't it? But when it is material sentiment, then it has no value. Then break. There is no Krishna doesn't have much regard. Hare Krishna. Purushottama Yoga. Very, very beautiful chapter. Yoga of the Supreme Person, not energy. Yoga of the Supreme Person. I give you some reason. I don't mind Amulyaji and others who said energy. Just think about this little deeper. Because you're already grown up. I have no right to impose my views, but I can just present something. Hey Ram. So I have no right to impose my views. I can just suggest. See, Krishna was the best teacher. He allowed Arjuna to think freely. And then he says, Arjuna, decide what you want to do. In 18th chapter, when he'll come, he'll ask Arjuna, Yathechasi tata karu. Do what you want, Arjuna. So that is the same way, everybody is free to have his own conclusion, but I can just repeat what I read from Bhagavad Gita. You decide whether it is to follow or not. See, suppose I am sitting in the room. I gave this example yesterday. Now my room, energy is coming from the light. Light is coming from the power plant. And in the power plant, at the end of the day, there is an engineer controlling it. Any energy, finally, there is a person controlling it. You see, train, you're sitting on S10. S10 is pulled by S9, S8, X6, X3, S1. S1 in front of that will be maybe AC. After that, you go engine. And you engine is pulling the train. That's good. But you go inside the engine, one person is sitting. You get it? Did you understand this point?
Yes.
Always there is a person. I also showed you the mountain example. From a distance, it looks hazy. You go near. Finally, there are people living in it. So even government, you can say court gave order. Whatever court is a building. Building doesn't give order. There is a judge sitting there. Finally, a person is giving order. No, Supreme Court का order है. अरे court थोड़ी देता order. तो आदमी अंदर आदमी बैठा है ना. There is a person sitting. He gave an order. Judge gave an order. So always, energy is there. Court is like energy, but there is a person behind that.
Person, yes.
That is what I wanted to say. That always at the end there is Shaktiman. Shakti is there. Many people say God is there. Why? There is some power. Agreed. But behind that power, there is a powerful who is controlling that power. Because power not controlled by powerful is very dangerous. Just like terrorists in Bombay, they did explosion. A lot of power was there in the bomb. But not controlled by powerful, it can become dangerous. Just like nuclear explosion on Hiroshima. Power, but it killed so many people. Same power, if you control properly, can generate electricity. You can have a nuclear reactor instead of nuclear bomb. So to be purposeful, always energy has to be controlled by energetic. In fact, that is where the scientists are making mistake. They're thinking the creation came because of some energy which came Big Bang. Agree. But energy has to be controlled by energetic. Because explosion create destruction. Explosion cannot create any order. They forget this common sense. Isn't it? Suppose there is a bomb blast somewhere. Whatever arrangement of buildings are there, that will break. It will not improve. So by explosion, we have destruction, not construction. Okay. So this is my little views that we can think about it deeply. Always at the end of the day, God is a sweet person. When our mother Yashoda is playing with Krishna, she was playing with the person. Now see, you are a person. You are also a person. I can agree. You are just energy or person. You are a person. Around you, your child is also a person. You are understanding?
Person.
Correct? And your grandfather is a person. Father is a person. Your friends are a person. The supreme source from which all of us have come is also a person. Correct? Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma says, Adi Purusha, person, I worship him. The Purushottama Yoga is a yoga approaching supreme person, not supreme energy. Supreme energy is coming from him only, but he is independent. You getting it? You are able to understand? Energy transforms. He does not transform. He remains same. By his energy, this universe is building. It is sometime pralaya, it is destroyed. He is not destroyed. He stays as it is, as a person. Am I able to make myself clear? Now let me finish this chapter and let us discuss this point first, because all 25 questions were correct answers. This one question, it is my fault. It is my mistake. I have not conveyed properly. But I think this is a very good idea in all the people. We started 11,000 people registered. 5,000 people came for classes out of that, as usual. Out of 5,000, now 2,500 are there. You remember our class itself, there used to be 300. Full it used to be. Now there are half, maybe 120, 130. See, 95 only now. Okay? So that's the nature. But still now the number are tapered down. Now it's not decreasing. It's stabilized.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, you will ask the question in the between.
Why? Some questions are remaining. We finished, not the questions. Now let me present this Bhavya after that. Okay?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Take a Purushottama Yoga. Yoga of the supreme person. not energy, person. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Urdam Moolam Adam Shakam Ashwatam Prahu Avyam Chandam Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Sa Vedavit. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has the roots upward and it branches down, and its leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is a knower of the Vedas. Now look at this tree. Amazing tree. Then I'll explain the tree. Look at what all you can find in the tree. Yeah, start speaking. What all do you see in this tree? Do you see a tiger? Did you see a horse?
We see
Horse,
horse,
cow,
we see cow,
snake,
snake, tortoise,
Elephant.
yeah, hunter,
hunter,
two deer.
elephant,
Yes,
Lizard.
everything you saw. Okay? Then you saw a religiosity, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all the four you're seeing like four fruits. Moksha is here on the top, liberation.
Sense gratification.
See, this is liberation, economic development. There is dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma, artha, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. These are the four fruits people are running for in this world. These are Gandharvas. There is Indra, Airavata is sitting. These are above is Devatas. This is Brahma as the source. So we do not see such a tree in this world. There is no tree like this in this world. This tree is a symbolic tree, Ashwatha. Ashwatha, Ashwa, which is not going to stay forever. The very meaning Ashwatha is going to go one day. But the most complicated tree is Ashwatha, very beautiful tree. Now, this tree is nourished by our desire. Why we have come to this world? The independent desire to enjoy. And because of that, three modes will nourish this tree. Starts with our desire to be independent of Krishna. Krishna is Radha Krishna waiting there. But we don't want to go there because we have desire to be. We have desire to be Ishvara, controller, Purusha. We want to be the Purusha, enjoyer. So, Purushottama Yoga, but Purushama Uttama is standing there. My dear children, come here. No, why I should come to you? I want to be God. I want to be controller. So the desire is separating us from Krishna. That's all. If you can overcome that desire, because I told you, police only will arrest criminal. So Maya is touching us only because we have criminal attitude. The desire, criminal desire to take away. See, what was Ravana trying to do? He was trying to take property of Lord Rama and enjoy. We are all Ravanas only, therefore we are here. All the property belongs to the Lord, but we want to grab that property and enjoy. We don't even think. Suppose when you come to this world naked, small child, agree? Whatever you see in this world are existing before us only. Everything belongs to God.
Please mute all.
I mute everybody. Okay? Please be careful. If you unmute yourself, better keep yourself muted. If you want to speak something, unmute and then mute, so that by mistake also background sound will not come. Sometimes we are unconscious. Okay. Monish, mute, keep yourself muted. If you want to speak, that time you unmute. Okay. Okay. Good principle. So what happens is that we have a desire to be independent. That is criminal, because you have a servant. How can he be independent? He's a servant, no? He has to obey you. So we are all dasas of the Lord. And Lord has a right, just like my finger. Now you see my finger should obey me. If the finger doesn't obey me, even the finger is in trouble, isn't it? If the finger is not moving, you go to doctor. Doctor, move. Want you order a finger? Move. Because it is your finger. You tell the doctor, doctor, this finger is not moving. You will get upset or not. Move, Papa. Yes. So similarly, we are also God's servants. God has a right. Hey, move. You're supposed to do what I tell. He has a right. But still, he does not force. He's so loving. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sarvadharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam. Krishna is giving an adesha, order. You all surrender to me. Do what I tell, because you are my part and parcel. But we say, this is too much. We don't want to surrender. Our choice. But actually, because of that, we are suffering. Because Krishna is not interfering in our independence, but we are misusing our freedom that he has so kindly given. And we are suffering. It is not that he is short of servants. He is always happy. He is Atma Rama and Swarat. But we are suffering because we are not obeying him. So if you accept every word of Bhagavad Gita, that very second you become liberated. That second you become. Sarva metam ritam manne yadavadasi Keshava. We read that in the previous chapter, 11th chapter. Arjuna says after Param Brahma, Param Dhamam, Sarva metam ritam manne yadavanasi Keshava. Krishna accepted as truth everything we have to tell. Okay, so we did Purushottama, we got this slide. Now let us, there are only 20 shlokas finished, then we have a lot of work to do. Branches of this tree, some of them extend downward and upward. Yeah, that's Ashwatha tree, is very complicated tree. And nourished by the three modes of mental nature. Three modes is nothing but Maya. Maya is nourishing this tree. Last time we studied Maya, Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. The twigs are the objects of the senses. Oh, in the tree there are a lot of attractive things. And what is this tree? Inverted tree. Is there an inverted tree in this world? No, inverted tree means shadow. Only in shadow we see inverted tree. In shadow, if you are searching for fruits, you are a fool number one. What you should do? Get out of the shadow, come to the land, climb the real tree, fruits are there. But foolishly we are swimming and searching for fruits. There are no fruits in this water. Foolish we are. The twigs are the objects of the sense. The trees also has roots down, and these are bound to the fruitive action of the human society. This real form of the tree cannot be perceived in this world. There is no tree like this in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it becomes, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. We should cut. So doing, one must seek that place from which, having once gone, one never returns. And there surrenders to the Supreme Personality Godhead, from whom everything has become, and in whom everything is abiding since time immemorial. This is beautiful or not? So Krishna is saying, understand how you're entangled in this tree, and cut this tree means get out of water, forget this tree. I can't get out of this. We are so involved in this tree, even though it's only shadow, but we cannot get out. So we have to hear Krishna, come out, come out. Leave this tree and come to the ground and climb the real tree. The real from the tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation. But the determination, one must cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. By so doing, one must seek the place from which, having once gone, one never returns. Once you climb the real tree, you'll be totally satisfied because real fruits are there.
Yes.
Never return, and there surrender to the Supreme Personality Godhead, from whom everything has begun, in whom everything is abiding since time immemorial. So we have to surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is intelligence. Then now Krishna says very nicely about the spiritual world, where is in real tree. You understand? This world is a shadow. If this world is a shadow or also so beautiful, imagine how beautiful the original object will be. That is the spiritual world. Na tadbhashate shuryo na shashanka na pavakaha yadgatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mamaha. You see, can you see the beautiful spiritual world on the left hand side? So beautiful the spiritual world. Can you see? There is no need of sun and moon there. It's all lit. Here, in dark place, you have to put a light. A spiritual world is always bright. You see here, the bhakta, just by chanting, you see from earth he started, and what is he doing? Hare Krishna, he's holding a mala. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Chanting will enter spiritual world into the Leela. Just like this scientist try with Sputnik, go here and there, you will straight go to Vaikuntha, to Goloka to serve the Lord, just by chanting. So never miss it. Yeah, this chance don't miss. You don't get easily this chance. Mamavamsha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashashtani indriyani prakritistani karshati. Now this shloka Krishna is opening his heart, which I have been telling you so much time. Mamav amsha. Now many of you are mothers here. How do you feel for your child? Don't you feel your child is part of your body? Don't you feel like that? You feel or not? True?
Yes.
True?
Yes, true.
Same way Krishna also feels.
Yes.
Mame amsha. Hey, my part and parcel. You are my part and parcel of my body. We are all actually part and parcel of Mame amsha. See, just like your child. Isn't the child an independent person? He's an independent person. But still you feel he's my part. So Krishna also feels Mame amsha. You are my part and parcel. Why I say part and parcel? Just like if I take one small drop of ocean water, it is part and parcel. It is a sample. It is a sample ocean. All the salt, all the minerals give an idea what is there in the ocean. but it is still very minute in quantity. Ocean is very big. So Krishna is saying with so much love, Mamay Amsha, my part and parcel. Jiva Loke, in this material world. Jiva Bhuta, you are in material consciousness, but you are Sanatana, you are eternal. Our relationship is eternal. You cannot break relationship to Krishna. Just like you mothers can understand or fathers can understand. If a child goes back outside the home and is not talking to you, what you will do? You will go and talk. You're trying to break a relationship. What are you trying to do? You cannot break this relationship. It is permanent relationship, correct? In one sense, it's not as permanent as God. But in Krishna, same way saying, you cannot break, my dear child. It is an eternal relationship. What you are trying to do? You have forgotten me. You don't obey me. You're trying to, go away from me. But we have a permanent relationship. Manha Shashtani Indriyani. With the 6 senses, including the mind. Indriya 5. Plus, sense mind becomes 6. Manha Shashtani Indriyani. Prakritisthani Karshati. Krishna is saying, you are struggling so hard in this world. He's watching everybody. So much you are suffering here. Why don't you come back, my child? Why? With the previous shloka I said. Natadabhashate shuryo nashashankana pavakaha. It is so beautiful. You just come inside. So happy you will be. I'll give you so much love. But no, I don't want to stay with you. What he can do? He cannot force. He cannot force. But he can only suggest. Mamaya Amsha. Okay, this is a very beautiful shloka. The shariram yad avapnoti yad chapi utkramat ishvaraha. The living entity in the material world carries the different conception life from one body to another, and the air carries aromas. So air goes through a rose garden, nice smell. The same way, by bad association, we get bad desires, and then we get a body of an animal or plant. In good association, we get good desires, we become a devloka. And if you get very good desire, you go to the spiritual world. Our desires are like bija. Bija is initial idea. Somebody gives you bija to become famous, you work hard for that. Somebody gives you bija to become very knowledgeable man, you work hard for that. But somebody gives you bija to have pleasure of serving Krishna, which is very rare. Brahman Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhaktilata Beach. Very rare somebody can give you from his heart pleasure of serving Krishna. Very, very rare. Okay, so try to get that. The living entity thus taking another gross body obtained a certain type of ear, tongue, and nose and sense of touch which are grouped about the mind. He thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects. Okay, so that we can understand different species we are doing. Utkramantam sitam vapi. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can he understand what sort of body enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. You see, somebody may not be knowing, somebody knows. Okay, there was an animation here actually. See, a normal man is there, he doesn't know what is happening inside his car. But a mechanic knows. Correct? Understand? Mechanic knows. But why? What is the difference between this person, first person, and this? Because mechanic has knowledge. Because we do not have knowledge, we can't understand what's happening. Okay? But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. He can see how we are living in body, then we die, we take another body, but foolish person cannot see all this. The endeavoring translators who is situated in self-realization can see all this very clearly, but those who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they may try to. Who is this person? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is actually the founder of ISKCON 500 years ago. Whatever we do, our dress, everything is coming from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I enter into each planet by energy, they stay in orbit, I become the moon, and they supply the juice of life to all vegetables. There's some animation we have done there, okay? So Krishna is maintaining our planetary system also, okay? And then Krishna says here, what does he say? I am the fire of digestion, every living being, and I am the air of life, outgoing and incoming, by which I digest the 4 kinds of foodstuff. So even digesting foodstuff is not in our capacity. That also Krishna has to help us. We just eat. We just know only how to eat. This is a beautiful shloka. Sarvasachaham hridisanniveshto mataspriti jnanam apohanam cha vedesha sarve ahameva vedyo vedanta krid veda videva chaham. Very nice. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto. I am situated in everybody's heart. Correct? You can see here how beautiful parrot Krishna is saying, I am there in everybody's heart. Hridhi. And what do I do sitting in the heart as Paramatma? I give them mata, smriti, jnana, apoham. Three things I give. I give them memory. Smriti means you know something, how to cook. You remember, yeah, I know. That day I saw, first mix this, then mix this. Smriti, then jnana, fresh knowledge. How to do this? I can do like this. Fresh knowledge also God gives you. Then apohanam, sometimes you forget. You forget where you kept your mobile. And whole day you search. Apohanam. So he is giving you three things. What is that? Smriti, jnanam, apohanam. So he's doing something from the heart for everybody. Vedesh sarve aham eva vedya. Through all the Vedas, Krishna is to be known. Vedanta krit veda videva chaham. Okay? So Krishna says, I compiled the Vedas and I am the knower of the Vedas. So isn't a person doing this? Knower of the Vedas is person, compiler of the Vedas is person. When Krishna was talking to Arjuna, in front of Arjuna, some ball of fire was there or person was standing? Person was standing, no? Krishna was standing in person. What is Krishna saying? Aham adivi devanam, aham sarvasya prabhavo. Correct? What does it mean? Aham means me. Me means person. So how we can say God is not a person? When Krishna started speaking Bhagavad Gita itself, the Veda Vyasa says, Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Isn't it? So there I have clarified, if you remember, that Shri Bhagavan means the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, I hope I made myself clear.
Yes, very clear.
Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
There are two classes of being, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, everybody is fallible, and the spiritual world, everybody is infallible. Do you understand this? Fallible means Shara, Akshara. Shara means fallible. We are fallible. In what sense? We easily get induced to something which is not correct. Easily. We can be influenced. That's why you're protective for your children. That somebody not spoil my child. Why? We are all fallible. We can easily get into bad habits. But in the spiritual world, people are infallible.
Infallible.
Go to Hanuman and say, Hanuman, come, we will smoke a bidi. What do you say? No, whatever you try, you not touch it. Because he knows Lord Rama will be upset if he does that. So they are infallible. But we are slipping. So therefore we are fallible. There are two kinds. So material world, everybody is fallible. Spiritual world, everybody is infallible. Prabhu used to joke, material world, everything bad. And spiritual world, everything good.
Yes.
So this is, okay, tell me which is this pastime. Look at this and tell me.
Bhuvanasur's pastime.
Huh?
Bhuvanasur's pastime.
What is happening, Krishna? What are they doing to Krishna? So many ladies. Who are they?
Bhuvanasur'a kidnapped the queens.
16,000 ladies. They want to.
16,000 queens.
And then?
Krishna comes to rescue. Krishna came to rescue.
Okay, very good. Very good.
They want to worship.
They request Krishna, please. Krishna had actually 8 wives. Previous to this, Krishna had only 8 wives. And Rukmini, Satyabhama, like that. But now when he came here, 16,100 girls, Krishna said, now you can go back home. Your kidnapper have killed. They were actually kidnapped and they were intensely praying to Krishna every day. Krishna, please save us. Please save us. And Krishna heard the prayer. Yeah, my voice is clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And Krishna came on Garuda with Satyabhama. There is a big story why he brought Satyabhama for this. But that really separate how to handle. He had a boon. That boon had to be handled. And he came with Satyabhama and came on Garuda and he was killed. And after he was killed, Krishna, see how beautiful Krishna looks. He was standing like this. Now you all can go home. I'll make arrangements for you. You can go to your respective houses. They say, no, abhi hamara ijjat nahi raha. We have been kidnapped. Nobody will marry us. Even at home, we are a burden. But they looked at Krishna. They said, you're so beautiful. We don't want any other husband. All of us want you. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Now what does Krishna do? Can Krishna say no? Krishna said yes. And he expanded to 16,100 form. And each girl, he accepted her hand. Come, I'll give you shelter. How can Krishna not give shelter? And in Dwarka, Krishna gave them, he had 8 palaces. He immediately built 16,100 palaces. And each girl had a palace to live, and Krishna was personally with each one of them. So much so, Krishna will not leave them only. They said he's a henpecked husband. Krishna gives so much satisfaction to his wives. Yes.
It is Narakasura, isn't it? Like in Pragjyotishapura.
He has two names. He has two names. He also has Bhaumasura. Narakasura is other name.
Bhaumasura.
Okay? It's okay? So,
thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Yasmaksharam atito aham aksharadapi chotamaha. So Krishna is saying, I am beyond the both kshara and akshara. Here in the metal world, you are all kshara. In a spiritual world, akshara. Fallible, not fallible. But I, aksharam atito, I am beyond. Include aham aksharadapi chautamaha. Those who are not fallible and fallible, I am beyond them. Why? Because I am Purushottamaha. Ato asmi loke vedena pratitaha Purushottamaha. Because I am transcendental, beyond both the fallible and infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in this world and the Vedas as a supreme person. Okay? Very nice.
Prabhuji?
Yes.
The first photo is of Brahma takes the Gopals and cows and that. The first.
What happened?
Krishna transfers into the Gopas and the cows.
Yes. Brahma wants to play some trick. Brahma's 1 second, I showed you the calculation that day when we calculated in the 4th chapter. 1 second of Brahma is equal to how many years? Anybody remembers?
100,000.
100,000, 1 lakh years. Brahma knew he's playing with fire because people told him, Brahma had prayed actually, but he was having some doubt whether this boy is God because he was just a coward boy. So this assistant informed Brahma that big whole over the universe, devatas are dancing. Every time Krishna is killing a demon, Aghasura also has been killed by him. This was a very powerful demon. Devatas like Indra was scared of him. Aghasura, Bakasura, all had been killed. So this person is God. And Brahma was suspicious. He wanted to test. So he came, and what did he do? Because he knows he's playing with fire, not even 1 second, 1 lakh of a second for only 1 year. That became equivalent. Imagine if 1 second is about 1 lakh years. What a fraction of time of Brahma. He did one leela. He stole all the boys and the calves around Krishna and he hid them somewhere. For how much time? 1 lakh part of a second, which is very, very small time, just for us. But for on earth, 1 lakh years. Now, what does Krishna do now? Now, Krishna can go back home without, Krishna knows if I go home without the coward boys and the calves, people will die. Without the children's parents will die. What can I do? This Brahma doesn't know what nuisance he has created. One year, how they will wait for the children. What will I tell them? So what did Krishna did? Zoom.
Transfers.
He expanded to Vishnu, and all Vishnu took forms of the coward boys. Different boys. Same color, same look, same dress, same behavior. That is
and
Krishna.
Also the cows also.
Calves also. And all Achinta Shakti of Krishna. And when he went back home, previous to that, Balaram noticed one thing interesting, that everybody had children, but they used to love Krishna more than their children, previous to this Leela. But after to this Leela, when they came back home, they're loving the children as much they love Krishna. So Balaram had not gone that day when this Leela happened in the forest. He did not know. He was wondering what is happening. And beyond my power, because he's also Vishnu Tattva, beyond my power, some Maya Krishna has played. Then he went and asked Krishna, what is happening? Something strange is happening. Okay, can I continue? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so now you can see here different things. See, all the devatas are worshipping Purushottama. I showed you previously also. See, the Brahma and all devatas sitting worshipping, and Lord Shiva is worshipping. Very beautiful. Everybody is worshipping. 19. Yo mameva sasammudo janati Purushottama sasarvaved bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Whoever knows me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, without doubting, is personality of Godhead. Don't have doubt. His energy. His personality of Godhead, without doubting, is to be understood as the knower of everything. And he therefore engages himself for devotional service, O son of Bharata. And the last shloka. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture of Sinless One, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. Chapter finished. Purushottama Yoga. Now, we have bit of questions. before I do something else today. I want to show you 18 reasons we are not the body. Do I give a taste of that?
Yes,
Amulya, Prabhu.
Yes, please.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yes,
Before
Prabhuji.
that, any questions? You have any questions?
No.
Guruji, can you show that in the beginning you had shown some questions, right?
Yeah.
Once again, I missed those session for 5 minutes, because of network issue. Can you show it again, Guruji?
Prabhuji, you didn't give summary.
I'll put that in. I'll put that in WhatsApp group. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, all of you are in WhatsApp group or still not there? Somebody.
Not
WhatsApp second group, Guruji.
All of us.
First is full. Second,
All of us are.
room 2, second WhatsApp is there. First, your group is filled, Guruji.
Oh, my group has got become filled? No, my group, I have 3 groups with me.
I'm in second group.
I have, wait a minute. I have with me MY, MM and ME. 3.
Okay.
Now you're all going to MM, I think. Doesn't matter.
Okay, Guruji.
It doesn't matter.
Prabhuji, are you conducting weekend sessions for the kids for these 18 chapters? When are you planning that?
Oh, very good. Very good. You asked. What I'm planning was that 18 days I give them like I gave you a thorough training, but not this level of classes. The classes has to be simplified. They cannot take this much philosophy. What do you feel, Amulya ji? For children has to be baby died. Simple.
So you have Prabhuji, you have shown actually a format earlier, if I remember. You have shown me one page of that where kids have Sudoku types or puzzles and animations and.
I showed you yesterday. I showed you. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Not yesterday, I think day before yesterday.
So this will be up for the children starting from the 1st.
But where is the registration open for that? We don't have a link for that.
Same page. Everything, please. I'll show you this. Anything. This is our website. Everything is there. Now I'll just show you. Always just go to the website. Everything is there. Okay. Can you see the website now?
Yes.
Now this is the new batch coming. Gita, 18 days, 1 to 18 now. You have to go to the next. Previously, now you have been here only. Everything you got here. Your notes. Now in this, see, registration has 2 steps. One thing is the registration, fill the form. Second step, you can see at the bottom, children 10 to 15-year-old, click on this. That's it.
Okay. Right.
When you click on this, automatically you become part of the WhatsApp group. And anyway, you are in touch, not a worry, WhatsApp group, you'll got information, but better put there because links I will display just like you see now here. And 13 to 30 June also, the links are displayed here. Can you see all the links are available for all the classes?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
You can, suppose you don't now get a link, just click and you can see my English, you can see this is my room, now Minister. I have 3 WhatsApp groups connected to me. This is Kannada, my colleague. I do 3 classes, 6 a.m., 3 p.m. and evening 7 p.m. So therefore, this is here also, okay? English you can see.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. So like this, the links will be available here also. But still, if they can put a WhatsApp group, they are more, no tension. Within the group, things come, information will come. Okay? So let them choose and put. This is for the new batch. Okay? But another thing is coming up now, Bhakti Vriksha, which I told you, for people who are already attending, they want to continue. Okay?
Guruji, I am in WhatsApp group MY2, Guruji.
Now that's okay. MY2, this will continue the group, but we want to continue Bhakti Vriksha also. So those who want, here, can you see that? In the WhatsApp group also message will come. That group, we are permanently there, don't worry, forever.
This is only for the children. Is this only for the children, Professor Prabhuji?
That group is Sanatana. No, both. See, that is one thing in this form is Bhakti Vriksha. Other thing in this form is children. Because see, I do not know in my statistics how many are interested. I have to dedicate a resource based on that. So you're already there in the group, WhatsApp group. I know, but WhatsApp group total I have 500 people. Out of that, 900 are only attending the class. In 3 groups together, I have 500. Only 20% are attending class. So I do not know how many want to attend the second step batch. So you just go and click this in that. Register Bhakti Vriksha. And in that form, if you have children, you can click for that also. Otherwise, for you. Okay? Is it fine, everybody?
Thank you,
Very well designed, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji?
Something I've tried. See, what I tell you, There is not one professional involved. We only see YouTube videos and figure out how to manage this website. we are doing ourselves. We are not
Prabhuji.
hacking anybody.
Prabhuji, you will be teaching us children.
Okay, I'll do. Don't worry. And the books are there. Some people have taken care, but only
What's the
one.
timing?
Which one? Bhakti Vriksha.
Yeah. What days?
You please fill in there. Based on that, I will proceed with the arrangements. You will give your favorable timing. Could that time, I will make arrangement. Okay. See, we will have double load now, starting from the first. One is the old batch and also the first batch. You got it? So we will be organizing. I can stretch myself to 7 classes in a day. Presently, I'm taking 5. Okay, so now let us do something today. What are you going to do now? 18 reasons we are not the body. My students are there. Neha is there. She knows. Okay. Some more are there students, but they're not. The video is off. Okay, here. Very beautiful. You have your pen and paper ready?
Yes, Prabhuji.
18 reasons. I don't think anybody will give you 18. They will give you 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give you 18.
Indian late current.
మేము ఆఫ్ చేసాము వాష్రూమ్ దగ్గర ఆన్ చేస్తాము అమెరికా వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ వైట్ నాట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్
యారు
శ్రీనివాస్ అమెరికా వైట్ నాట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఫీల్
యార్
శ్రీనివాస్ ఏతం బిట్ అమెరికా జనరేటర్ ఇస్ మస్ట్ వైట్ నాట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్
Prabhuji, please mute everyone. Everybody is talking.
Yes.
Yeah, they are not conscious. Please mute everybody.
Okay, just 1 minute. The presentation is loading from my cloud. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
is
Hare,
ready.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take care. Everybody keep silence. I'll mute everybody. Take care. Keep yourself muted. If you want to ask something, you unmute, no problem. Now comes consciousness. In fact, this is what we study. And as that, is a robot same as us, or there is some difference? Yes, Saidash, what do you feel?
It lacks
Reflexes are
intelligence.
not the same.
We are the body.
Prabhuji, reflexes are not the same, number one.
Okay.
And number two is like,
It
What
has
is the
been
difference between you and the robot?
Prabhuji, it has been programmed. It is not a living entity.
Prabhuji, there are no emotions.
No emotions. To me, that
No
was the
intelligence.
most.
Yeah, isn't it just a machine? Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a machine without,
It's already
Without
programmed.
knowledge.
I tell you one thing.
It's a machine without
I
knowledge.
heard a class
Controlled by a
without.
human.
No. This kind of robot was not there 30 years ago. But I heard a class on artificial intelligence by somebody on this topic, and that is the day I got changed into spirituality. I could understand whatever you do at the end of the day, it's a machine, just a programmable machine. That day, those machines were not there, but people are talking about that. People talk so many things. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of difference between us and this robot, isn't it?
Yes.
See, you may, even though,
machine.
see, generally people may have an idea England is good, but it may be possible that Amulya ji visits Britain and says horrible place. Possible, you can have your own opinion.
It is, Prabhuji, it is. I have visited, it's a hard.
But the robot will not have that kind of individual opinion. It is just going by the average. Yeah, it is just going by average in the society, correct? But you can have your personal opinion. I don't like Britain. It is possible. Okay, now I start the 18 reasons. We should have some punishment. If I close, then nobody can talk. If I keep it open, then somebody will. We should have one before starting the course, some practice session. One class, how to handle the control on Zoom. Okay. In fact, we had that. We were trying to. Okay. Feelings and emotions cannot be just chemicals. First reason. Okay, very logical reason. Okay, just think about that. Are we just bundles of chemical which are aligned together by chance and exhibiting various feelings and emotions? Sometimes you are happy. Sometimes you are smiling. Look at them. Now imagine, can you see on the right hand side, this child is sitting and you have a child. Just imagine Amulya ji sitting in front of you. Now, would you think it is just chemical reaction or you just embrace the child? Isn't it? Any one of the child in front of you, don't you think, look at this, this fellow.
Yes.
You will immediately talk to the child, or you think, hey, some chemical reaction, give a tablet and he'll forget it. No, look at him. Look at him. Oh, so cute the look. If you see, actually by repeating this kind of knowledge that there is no life, there is no soul, we are actually becoming very, very cruel sometimes. We are not even valuing this. It's actually a soul expressing emotion through a packet, the body, isn't it? That's a fact. But we cannot say there is no soul. But today what is happening, missing this, science is making a very big mistake. How much the science can benefit? Therefore, no values, nothing are coming. Look at this. First reason now, it's a common sense reason. We are more than the chemical which make up this body. There's something more to us than just chemical. Otherwise, no, somebody is sad, they say nowadays, take a tablet. What tablet here? How can tablet make me happy? Tablet will end with the body. Mind is different, soul is different. Happiness belongs to the soul or in some kind of extension to the mind. But definitely body is just a bag. How can I have happiness or sadness? Okay, first reason, intuitive. The second reason, I'm going to give you 18 reasons now like this. Okay, you have your hand. You say my head, my hand, my leg. Anybody says I hand, say, I say this is my mobile, correct? You can see it's always ringing. This mobile will never live. This is temple mobile. Now, if I take this mobile away, can I say no, I'm still existing or not? Correct? You understand? I say this is my mobile. Take care, you all can see. And I keep the mobile down. Do I still exist or not exist? I still exist. I say this is my hand. God forbid. I don't say I hand, never. I always say my hand.
My hand.
God forbid the hand is taken away. I exist. I say my head is taken away. I exist. I know I'm not the body. Somehow you know the truth. You know the truth, you're not the body. We say my body. We don't say I body. We know I body means I possess this body. I'm not this body. We know this fact. Another joke I'll tell you. We say here. मैं बोल रहा हूँ. What is hair? Hair, actually soul is situated here. Nobody says hair. These scientists, they have got together and teach us that we have some neurons here. Okay. Then I am telling you. Nobody says. Intuitively. Without all these studies. मैं बोल रहा हूँ यार, why did you spoke like that? इतना दर्द दे दिया दिल में, इतना दर्द हो रहा है. मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना. You say hair. I'll tell you another joke. See, conflict between us and the scientists is head and the heart. Because Shastra says, Hidadesha Arjuna Tishri, the Lord is there in the heart and Atma is residing next to him. Correct? It's not that it's spiritual. It's not, doesn't need a heart. It is just spiritually situated. It's not material. Soul is totally, God and soul are both spiritual. Now you remember Ganesha's example. Ganesha's head was put on, elephant was put on that place. Agree?
Yes.
After that, did he become elephant or he remained Ganesha?
Ganesha. Remain Ganesha.
Did we discuss in this class this point? No.
No,
we have not.
Daksha. His head was cut and goat head was put by Lord Shiva. Did he become goat or he remained Daksha?
Daksha Prajapati.
Daksha.
He remained Daksha. Through the goat head, he offered prayers to Shiva. Lord Shiva forgave him. Correct? Isn't it?
Yes.
You all know this. So we know scientists are in a big trouble now. Why? They are doing an experiment, which will taking many years. They're postponing that. They want to put head of one person in another body. Just like liver transplant, they want to do head transplant. Okay? Some 100 scientists together have to be there to keep very low temperature and do, because one person is there whose body is gone, one person head is gone. So the one head they're taking and putting in another body. They want to do this experiment. They will get a shock of their life. Why? Which person will talk through that head? Which person will talk? Tell me. They will get a shock because they think we are this. And Shastra is saying we are here. They think we are here. Correct? When they'll transform the head like Daksha or Ganesha, that person below will talk and they will get a shock of their life. Then they will not come. Their problem is they're proud. They don't want to listen to the Veda. They are so proud. Okay. Second one is logical. What is the first reason now? We cannot be chemical. What is the second reason? Logical, intuitive. I hand. We don't say my hand. Intuitive. We know we are not this body. Third, study of consciousness. Okay, look at the skull and the man. Both are smiling. Is there any difference? Saidash. He is making notes. Saidash. Hare Krishna Saidash.
Hare Krishna.
Both are smiling or not? Both are smiling. Skull is also smiling. Man is also smiling.
Yes, man. Yes.
What is the difference? Skull is dead. No, it is just piece of bone. The same way, let us understand what is consciousness. One, there was a scientist, he analyzed a body. Correct? Just like the skull, body is made of many dead things like that. Dead things do not combine and create a living thing. From darkness, you cannot create light. Light is something else. Okay. Our body says the iron to make 6 nails, some carbon, some sugar, some potassium. Okay. And total value of these chemicals is some phosphorus, water. He he's at a market. He went to wholesale market in Chandni Chowk and he said, this much phosphorus, this much iron, this is calcium I have. How much you will get me? So the trader said, you will get only 210. So am I a bag of 210 rupees chemical? If you do chemical analysis, take an example. Suppose you take a car out or say your friend is coming to meet you. Generally, I tease this in colleges. Okay, other people, please don't mind. We finished the class today, Purushottama Yoga. And now I'm just presenting 18 reasons we are not the body. So you are welcome to stay. And you are also welcome to participate in this discussion. We are just on the third reason. Okay, but those who came just for the class, we finished the class. Okay. So then was, which is more valuable? Now, suppose your friend is there, is coming to meet you. And on the way, accident happens. Car is burned and he also God forbid, died, what do you feel sad for, the friend or the car?
Friend.
Friend.
Arey Baba, we just studied, friend is 210 rupees. And the car is 35 lakhs plus tax plus blah, 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 insurance.
Because we have emotions with the friend.
Jivatma is there. He's a
Friend is important.
What is there? No, why you
The
feel?
car is not important.
No, please defend. You have to defend the reason why you're feeling more sad for the friend, not the car, because car is 35 lakhs, a friend is only 210 rupees.
Because our
cannot
feelings
share
are with
that
the
bond with the
friend,
car.
not with the car.
Because a friend is not.
Because our feelings are with
You
the
can buy the
friend,
car.
not with the
Friend.
Feelings and emotions are feelings and emotions with the friend.
No, but that can be just a sentiment. No, you have to give a scientific reason.
No, scientific reason is there. Prabhuji, scientific reason is there because for the friend, life cannot be get back, but car can be get back.
No, I'll give you a counter for that. Car, you can go to the company, you'll bring a new car, not the same car. Chassis number is different. Same way, I'll go to the parent. I'll go to the parent, one more child. What is there?
But the
friend is a sentient being actually.
He's the most dearest to us.
My memories, my sentiments, my attachment.
No, say, I'll give you one more joke. Just try to understand. See, in a college, I went to one college. I teach in a college. Some students are there from that college now. Neha is there. Outside the college, spot death occurred. They improved the road and high speed. One boy died from the college right in front of the college. Spot death. One truck ran over him. Immediately, the whole college classes were suspended. Immediately. And the picture of the boy, somehow somebody was put in an auditorium and whole college collected. And the classmates were not able to speak on it. First principal spoke, which also felt very bad. And then the classmates came to speak about it and they were crying. I'm just animating that, not to make any fun, but try to understand the reality. The mother came. She could not even stand. She was crying and rolling on the ground. Now just imagine, same thing, car is burnt. Sometimes car gets burnt in the heat and all, it gets burnt. And do we do that? Put the picture, classes suspended, put the picture of the car in the auditorium, and everybody is crying. And then the owner of the car comes, he's rolling on the ground. My car, my car. That has happened.
Never.
So, can't the scientists understand this fact? We are not big intellectual people. We are common sense street people. We are able to understand there is a difference between instrument and Atma. Why? I don't know. This big people cannot understand. Okay, so
living thing, non-living thing.
Car is a material and that is attachment of the car, Atma.
Emotional attachment.
Soul is not. Soul has left. Soul is not there.
Soul.
The soul cannot be measured with any scientific instrument. Yet this minute, non-material entity, the soul, is so powerful that it unceasingly activates each body throughout its entire lifetime. This tiny little spark of life thus moves from one body to another. This is called reincarnation. It is not difficult to understand. Even in our own life, we live in different bodies. On the battlefield, Krishna tells Arjuna,
as the embodied soul continually passes in this body from childhood to youth to old age, the soul likewise passes into another body at death. The self-realized soul is not bewildered by such a change.
Okay, this is explanation from Gita. Shloka Dehinasmani yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara deha antara prapti deha sitaranam. Body is continuously changing. So in science, we are studying consciousness. And they say sometimes we cannot see the soul. Why you speak so? But the fact is, even science today, Nothing is within the domain of our experience. Everything we are today knowing in science by only effect it produces. We do not see any subatomic particles. We know them only by the effect they produce. Same way, soul can be known by the effect of consciousness. You can see the effect of the soul, we cannot see the soul. Okay, what does science speak about consciousness? Nothing. 125 reasons science says we don't, 125 questions science says we don't know. Themselves they agree. And one of the things science says we don't know, 125, there's a science magazine, July 1st, 2005. They're saying 125 questions, we do not have an answer. And the first thing is, what is life? We do not know. So they themselves admit. So where there is a contradiction between science and us, there is no contradiction. They have said, we have not studied this, we don't know what it is. Actually, the very reason they cannot understand soul, I tell you the reason. In the science, there is an axiom, A-X-I-O-M, that is called axiom. The fundamental laws are so simple, they will come inside an equation. Science has to change that axiom first. Because free will, like we are having, cannot come inside an equation. Therefore, science cannot understand. Many people say, in science, there is no place for soul. Yeah, in your science, in which you are removed, you have a condition that everything has to come inside an equation. Soul will not come inside an equation. Don't you feel so, Amalyaji? It's a wrong assumption. Because of this assumption, science is suffering and it is not able to integrate with spirituality. Vedas is nothing but science. That is also, but two science, Vedic science and modern science is not coming together, but science is insisting it should come inside an equation. Why soul will come inside an equation? Like you attended class today, it was free. You may have come, you may not have come. How you can bring inside an equation a person? I lift my right hand, now I lift my left hand, what you will do? Equations can't control us. Soul is totally free from that. Somehow the mistake of the science is actually crippling the science and it's not able to. So, this is a very big scientist called Niels Bohr, atomic theory. He says, nothing in physics or chemistry that even has a remote bearing of consciousness. Yet all of us know there is such a thing as consciousness simply because it has it ourselves. Hence, consciousness must be part of nature or more generally of reality, which means that quite apart from the laws of physics chemistry as laid down in quantum theory, we must consider laws of quite a different nature. So many scientists are breaking out from this shell that everything is said. Nothing physics chemistry can talk about consciousness. Let us admit that. Because so there is a lot of things I can speak about. I'm just jumping now. There are many Nobel laureates saying, in my search of secret life, I know atoms and electrons which are no life at all. Life has gone through my fingers. Where is life? Scientists are not knowing what is life. Life is the soul. They are searching in atoms and electrons. Atoms and electrons, they don't know. So we have to guide them. No, they are searching. Big Nobel laureate. He is also coming to hint. There are two things in existing, my consciousness and the rest. Till now, we have only been studying matter of the science. Just imagine this day the science starts studying consciousness, how beautiful the science will become. They just have to connect. But somehow, I do not know why their pride is not allowing them to read Gita with respect. You see, one biology, I think life could be beyond the assembly of biomolecules, another Nobel laureate. So I'm showing that they are actually trying to break out of the shell, and they want a new answer, but there is no answer. That is third thing in the universe, to wit conscious, which cannot be matter or force or any conceivable modification of either. So scientists are feeling, and the answer we have, that we are not the body, we are soul, which exhibits consciousness. Consciousness is a symptom of the presence of the soul. Okay, big conferences that they are having, but I can tell you the still mistake what they do. And consciousness, they're having conferences. Can you see here? Look at the joke. Can you see everybody? Consciousness, they put a header, a neuron. I told you it's not neurons, it is something else. All that are breaking their head. They are studying international conference on consciousness, but they're not getting the right point. They're simply rotating. Okay, what are the first reason we had?
We are not
feelings and emotions.
We are not chemicals.
What is the second reason?
We are not chemicals. Feelings and emotions.
My body. Third reason, I showed you study of consciousness, third. Fourth, now very simple. When somebody dies, we say, he has passed away. What has passed away? Body is lying there only. Correct? What has passed away? He has gone. Correct? We say, in Hindi we say, gaya. Hindi में क्या बोलते हैं कोई मरा तो वो गया. क्या गया? Body तो वहीं रखा है. In English,
the soul has passed away.
Kannada से तीर को किधर है?
The soul has left.
The soul.
But that we know. That is intuitive, but so unfortunately the scientists don't know. Okay, he has passed. What has passed away is the soul. Okay. Fifth, everybody sleeps a dream.
Yes.
So what happens at dream time? You think you're the body, but body is lying like on a flat, like a stone. And independent of the body, you're in a field of experience. You are not the body. Every day you know that. Correct? 5. Okay, 7. 6, I'll tell you later. 7. Past life memories. This is, you will not be able to believe now this. This scientist studied 2,000 cases of reincarnation. I'll show you a video now. This is independent of the scientist.
Not actually enter. Is it possible that a birthmark could be the consciousness creating a physical manifestation of a traumatic event that happened in a previous life?
Okay. Can you believe this? Now what you're going to see is going to shake the scientist. This is science. I'm not doing, this is from a book of a scientist, Ian Stevenson. He is the professor of HOD at University of Virginia. Recently died from this world after leaving many books which are documented, scientifically investigated.
Your voice is low.
See what happens, I'll explain first. See what happens generally when somebody say you are in Delhi and there is one person, small child, he remembers past life. It does happen 1 in a lakh, not everybody. At 4 or 5 years, he can speak something legibly. He says, like the case of Shanti Devi, correct? We discussed that. Gandhi got involved. I tell you, there was a reason Gandhi got involved. There was Hindu-Muslim riots happening all over India. You know, there was the scenario of independence time, 30s, 40s. And politicians were now when the evidence came of this, that of reincarnation, Hindus started saying, see, our religion is superior because we say about soul and it is proved now. So all newspapers are filled with this news. Lakhs of people are going and meeting the child personally and that husband and confirming whether it is true. And then they were shouting, see, it is true, because they were finding out what's the reason. How do you say the child is your wife, previous life? They said it's true. So, reincarnation proved, Gita proved. So like that kind of thing, it was taking political colors. So Gandhi took a very calm view. He made a team of 10 people, 10, 15 people, all doctors, big respected people to investigate that. They investigated, a newspaper report came. They confirmed it is true. The child is a reincarnation. Okay, in YouTube, you can find the videos are there. Those people are talking. How did they confirm? Okay, that's another thing. It's not one. This scientist, Ian Stevenson, confirmed 2,000 cases. Confirmed. How will he do? Suppose he comes to Delhi like that, and the child was nearby here. Mathura generally is in Russia, previous life. So he'll take the documentation and note down, because legal evidence means handwritten. Audio video is not considered to this day legal evidence. He'll note down, and all the respected people will sign, legally sign. Yes, the child told all this thing, document. Then he will go to a place, say Russia, or city where he said last birth he was there. Study where such a thing happened. Yes, it happened. Of course, somebody died. Then they will bring the child all the way there and do a research further. They will collect in a room 500 children and say, identify your son. That 5-year-old boy will identify the son of his previous life. Here is my son. Everybody is shocked. How could he identify? Then they will take him in the city, identify the house. He'll stop the car. This is my house. So they do evidence like that, and they confirm 2,000 cases. Not small. It's a science now. He wrote books. His books, I have downloaded these pictures from the book called Scripty. Scripty, you can get free books. Otherwise, on Amazon, these books are expensive. You can type, if you have money, Ian Stevenson, books are available on Amazon. He's not a fluke person. He was HOD of University of Virginia, Department of Psychiatry. Very respected person in science. Now look at the evidence further he created. Some of the cases, he got post-mortem report. What he got? Post-mortem report. Now look at this evidence. This child in a previous birth was shot by a gunshot. Very rare. Post-mortem is only done in some criminal cases. Every case you don't get post-mortem done. He saw matching between post-mortem report and birthmark, which the video was talking. Look at the evidence now here. This person to the right, you can see gunshot wound. He died by gunshot wound. Next slide, the child has grown little. To some extent, they're getting rubbed, but still some marks are there at the same place. Look at here. Previous life in Turkey, his ear was damaged by a gunshot again. Next life, ear is damaged at the same place. Look, the fingers were cut in the previous life by machine when he died. Next life, at the same place, fingers are missing. Now, and these people remember their past life, which has been tallied. Attach now that with the past, with the physical mark or birthmark. I don't think any more evidence we need. This is too crystal clear. You can read the book Ian Stevenson's. Look, this is too much. This evidence. evidence. This child in the next life, what happened actually previous life, which he remembered, he was caught by some friends who killed him. And after killing him, they want to dump the body. So what they did was that they had a gunny bag to tighten him, but the bag was too small. This boy was too sharp. Man was too tall in his previous life. So they tied his leg with a rope. And when he died with the pain of, how it will happen when you are, it's tightly tied, there will be blood clotting and all. Next life, can you look at the same place? He's having, damage in his legs, same place, which is unimaginable how it can happen. This is Ian Stevenson, professor. He's saying 4 types of evidence if I collect. Recollection, which is matching. Recognition, he will make them recognize, I told you, mother, son, recognition. Behavior is also similar, even handwriting is similar, and birthmark. By this 4, I can conclude we are not the body, we are soul, but I don't know what it is. After that, because their Western philosophy can't handle this. No other religion have concept of soul. The Vedas have a concept of soul. So, oh my God, can you believe this? He was you can look at his face. He's not somebody very cheap. He was a very serious person. And he's not the only one. There are many scientists who have investigated this, but he has done the maximum evidence collection. This gives a very strong basis now. Okay, these are the 2 books you can locate on Amazon, or you can download from Scripty, where reincarnation and biology intersect. And he has written a book. Out of 2,000, he selected 20, which can, suggest to the scientific community 20 cases suggestive of reincarnation. Can you believe the work he has done? So this work we can use for establishing. In science, there is no answer. 8. If I was the body, then I should be totally satisfied with sense enjoyment. I'm not. I'm not the body. See, we are making grand arrangement of having a house like this, one that we dream, to a house like this in some rich country. I have an office like this. I have car like this. And people think if these things are there, my life is happy. People are having these things. There are many people who have these 3 things. They're not happy. That means I'm not the body. If I were the body, I should be satisfied with these things. In spite of that, we are dissatisfied, full of anxiety, stressed, and depressed. Why? Because driver cannot drink petrol. Petrol is for the car. So we, being the driver of the body, cannot be satisfied with comforts of the body. We want something else, which the scientists cannot understand. Okay, very, very important reason. The body is constantly changing, but you are the same person. Isn't it true? The body has changed. When you are a small child, your body was very small. Now the body has grown. It has not grown like a balloon. Cells are dying, new cells are coming. You are not the body. Body is changing. Body is not growing. Do you agree with the point? It is changing. Means cells are dying, new cells are coming, like snake throws a skin. Constantly changing, but you are the same person. I tell you even more. Yesterday, you were a different person attending class. It's not different person, different body attending the class. It was not the same body. The million cells have died, few million cells have come, but you're the same person. What is maintaining the continuity is the soul, not the body. You can see like this. Great acharyas have confirmed. If this is not there, this is actually the more important reason, but we have put here. The great acharyas, this is Veda Vyasa. This is Madhvacharya. Their life was so pure, they never told a lie. They will not cheat us. Ramanujacharya and even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I showed this picture, and Shankaracharya, all said you're not the body. We should consider it seriously. That they were great learned people. Confirm the same truth. You're the unanimous on the truth. This is Lord himself telling in Bhagavad Gita. Actually, this is the most important reason. But for us, I put at 11. Na jayate mriyate eva kadachan. There is no birth and death for the soul. Ajo nityo shashvatam puranam. It is unborn. It is eternal. It is, okay? Na hanyate hanyavane sharire. It does not die when the body dies. Okay? You could understand the shloka is a very simple shloka. We studied that. Na jayate, not born. Na mriyate, never death. Kadachit, never. Nayam bhuta bhavitaya na bhuya. It does not come into being. It will not come into being. Soul is eternal. Ajo, unborn. Nitya, eternal. Shashvata, constant. Purana, the oldest. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Correct? This is a very nice reason also. 11. The Lord himself says, you are not the body. Then some people say, no, I'm brain. I cannot leave you. Brain, huh? Look at this joke. Is your brain really necessary? This is the paper 1980, 12 December by some big scientist. But the paper, One day he took his one student, just for a case, he scanned his head. Can you look at the joke? There is nothing inside his student's head. Can you see the left side? This is what it should be on the right side. Look at the head was empty. Khali, pani bharata. Can you see this? Only water was there. But he was a normal person. So then the scientists are shocked. Is the brain really necessary? Brain is just a connection of the soul to the body. Soul can function independent of that. Some local information it can store, but soul can work without that. Then people say, we are the brain, but the joke is, sir, plants don't have brain and plants are living. Another counter to that. They say we are just a set of neurons, but what do you do with the plants? Plants are living, but they have no brain there. They don't know where is that head. But plants are living. They are conscious. Okay, I will just jump now. ND, near-death experience. This lady had a big operation on the right side, you see. And this doctor did that operation. That's called standstill operation, wherein they will remove all the blood, EEG, ECG, everything is zero, flat. And then they will revive the patient after the operation on the brain. If some of you know, this is the kind of operation which is done. Practically, the patient is dead for a certain time. Not dead. Patient related everything that happened during the operation, including something which was shocking, the kind of surgeon's weapon, which was, this is a whole narration from there. This is a scientific paper accepted as the best case of NDE. Related the whole, surgeons have a drill, which is like a pen. They were shocked, how does she know that we have a drill? And explained everything that happened during the operation. And this was a big story. And scientists and doctors are writing books like this, life after life, like that. Hypnotic regression, again case. The psychologists sometimes make you remember your past life. How? They say, what were you doing yesterday? Yesterday I was attending class. Okay, 1 year ago. 1 year ago I was there. Okay, 10 years ago, person starts previous life. Like that they pull in. You see that he's noting down. Person just relaxes. Actually the memory is there. It can be taken out by a psychologist. They call it hypnotic regression. Why they use it? They use it because suppose some injustice happened to you in some time. That pain is there lying in your heart, sometimes even in the next life. Somehow you feel sad sometimes. So what the psychologists do, they dig that out evidence and they make that situation for you again alive. And then they say, please forgive that person. And he comes back and he becomes peaceful, the pain goes away. They use this power of, you see that, the transformational healing power of past life memory. They're using it to solve pains of depression. Can you believe the joke? But,
subconsciously.
But how do they know about the soul? The soul was there. No, what was there in the previous life? The soul. But they didn't. How do they handle the soul? They have no idea what is soul, what are the properties, like what we are discussing. What is the relation with God? Nothing. Premonition also shows something more than normal is there. Many people know something is about to happen, and it happens. Correct? Something you get. You get a lot of symptoms of that. Phobia. We have phobia, fears. Like some person in Mangalore, very famous person, jumped and committed suicide, coffee day person, correct? He is from our land, Mangalore nearby. What happened? Now, next life, if he's showing water, he will get scared because the fear of water has come in his body. Water, they have the hydrophobia. Some people have fear of height. 2 feet, you take the, a normal person doesn't mind that, but they have too much fear for height. That means last life, probably somebody threw him from height. That fear is still lying in his impression is still in his heart. Child prodigies. Let me finish with the last one, 18. How is it possible a small child can show skills of a super genius? How is it possible? Look at this small child. Can you see him? He's a professional pianist, maybe 6 years. Now, this is not enough. Look at a 3 years.
Er is intussen 3. Tussen te luien. En er is hij. Geef hem een enorm applaus. Akim Kamara.
It was good. 18th reason was funny.
Prabhuji.
Amazing. Prabhuji, you missed the 6th one.
6 I will missing. 6th one is missing. I'll put later.
Prabhuji. Can you say the 16th one? Can you say 16th one?
6th one is missing. I'll put 17 reasons.
No, 16.
Which was the 16th?
Prabhuji, you are not very audible.
Okay, yes, I know why. I corrected.
Prabhuji, can you say that 14?
Premonition. Premonition means you predict something which is going to happen, shows that there is something more than reality. Many people can tell you something is going to happen, it happens. Okay, is it clear? Premonition. You have a feeling something is going to happen. Okay?
15 to 1.
Huh?
15 to 1.
15th is this hypnotic regression. They can make you remember your past life. By that, they have also proved previous reincarnation is there. What are you remembering? And they have proven, they also taken recordings and proven that it is true. Okay? Interesting. But anyway, the main essence is we got many, many good reasons to understand the body. They look to be logical, they look to be reasonable. But as much they may be logical, reasonable, we have to see that. To see that, my request is, please chant Mahamantra very, very attentively. The first mercy of Krishna will be, you will understand you are not the body. Okay, that is first mercy. Okay, is it fine? Everybody?
Prabhuji, one question.
Prabhuji.
About remembering the past.
Sixth reason.
Six I deleted because I have to. I'll put another reason. Don't worry. It was chapter 18. Six I felt was not very good, so I deleted. Okay. So
Prabhuji, I have two questions.
Prabhuji, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Yes, Amulya ji.
Prabhuji, this remembering the past, it happens only in very rare cases.
Yes.
Normally,
but it is documented. No, it is still documented.
It is documented. It is proven as well.
Yeah.
Why it normally doesn't happen? Why a person does not remember his past?
Yeah, very rare. It happens rarely, but when it happens, it gives a proof. No, see, why is it that Krishna doesn't allow you to remember? It is good actually. We forget. Suppose you cannot forget. Even in normal life, it will be very difficult to live. So many times we have bad experience with people. Somebody shouted at you. If all the things keep on your head, you cannot live. It's God's grace makes you forget. And then how will you live two lives? It will be very difficult. You have to get exams of this life and exams of last life.
Yes.
Responsibility this life, responsibility last life.
So one thing is there's a soul also has a memory as such.
Yeah, it has a memory hidden. Sometimes it can be revived. See, the point is this, soul has everything. Where the memory is kept, not in the soul, it is a material mind. That's why the material mind is occupying. Sukshma Sharira carries the memory. Soul is in a slumber now. The soul opens his eyes and awakes fully. Soul is the servant of the Lord. Will not do all these things. What is it doing? Soul is in a slumber now. It's in the material mind. All these impressions are kept because soul remains pure actually by Lord's arrangement. Soul remains pure. It is only for service to the Lord.
Prabhuji, I have two questions.
Just let me complete. It just had a desire to be independent. Can't be independent of the Lord. And then the material mind and material body covers it and experience is going on. Then one day out of experience it gets frustrated and it says, what is the answer? Then somehow Krishna will arrange somebody to talk to you and we take the path.
Prabhuji, I have two questions.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Yeah, these teachings, is it not too much for children below 10 years?
Which one?
All this premonition and memory and other things.
This was for elder people, not for children. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, next
That is one thing. Second thing.
Generally, I present it to college students, this one. It is from there I pulled out. Yeah.
In the universe or in the world, is there a finite number of souls? Or soul will be increasing, decreasing?
What happens? First, we sometimes make a mistake, think souls are only in human body. Souls are in all the bodies. Okay. And they're not one universe, unlimited universes. Just like you cannot count atoms, you cannot count spiritual atoms. Atma is like a spiritual atom, very small. The size the soul occupies in the body is Keshagra Shatabhagasya, 10,000 part of the tip of the hair. It is in angstroms, very small size.
Will it be increasing and decreasing in the universe?
No, don't put material calculations, sir. There are unlimited universes. Why you want to put like mathematics on figure?
Again,
Even mathematics will say infinity.
Yeah. Let it be free. See what happens. Just like a fire, sparks are coming out. Living entities are like they call Vibhinamsha of the Lord. They're coming out of the Lord. So now let us focus. Let us focus now. How do we go back to the Lord? After identifying, see, there are three things in Vedic science: Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Sambandha is I am not body, I am soul, I am servant of the Lord. That was Sambandha. Sambandha means relation. Sambandhi. Abhideya means how do I see it? Okay, with good faith in the Shastra and Swamiji said something, I accepted. But I want to see. How do I see? Process. The process is for Kali Yuga is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Just do it attentively, I say. Even for half an hour every day, you will personally see this vibration is doing something. This is magic. This vibration is something. But you have to do very attentively with respect and attention. You're not going to lose anything. Then Prayojana is when you realize that you're not the body, we are spirit, soul. You fall in love with the Lord. That's the Prayojana. You start becoming like Hanuman, a great bhakta of the Lord. And you serve him with great love and attention. Okay. It's all, your name itself is Partha Sarthi.
Yesterday and today class were really excellent and beautiful. I liked it so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm like your son. Good for your, thanks for the blessings.
Thank you. Thank you,
Prabhu. Something interesting also, like within this body, though we are the soul inside this body, there are numerous microorganisms, and they also have
their consciousness is there. They are in billions.
Inside their,
but their consciousness is very reduced consciousness. Just like a garden. Now, when you enter a garden, again, Kshetra, there are so many plants there. But there is a huge difference between your consciousness and the plant's consciousness. They are almost dead. Plants are like lying like Toma Tamaguda. Then you go there. But we can, in human form of body, some people cultivate that much Tamaguda. They take drugs and they lie in a dustbin like the next life. Plant is better. Because for plant, there will be no sin in taking drugs. And a plant can lie like this. But some people, we see that. In every city, there are some street urchins or not. Lying near a dustbin like this, he like, and drunk. So the next life better give them plant body or animal body. So we should take an opportunity now. See, he has also listed 50 cases now. Somebody, Rahul D. Motkari, thank you, sir. Psychiatrist Michael Newton, written a book, Journey of the Souls. Many scientists have come out with this. And there is no philosophy to handle it now. See, when you say a soul, then you need a full philosophy about it. We have been studying chapter 18 of Bhagavad Gita. What is Bhagavad Gita, I tell you? Dynamics of the soul. That's all it is. Science of the soul is Bhagavad Gita. Karma. What about their science rather than knowledge of karma? Why the soul is inside this body? Why the soul is identifying with the body? 3 modes we have studied. Whole Bhagavad Gita is nothing that... See, first thing, second chapter, Krishna identifies Atma is separate from the body. That is what does the second chapter. Scientifically, we study Bhagavad Gita. The rest of the Bhagavad Gita is what are the different yogas to elevate the soul. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. And then Bhakti Yoga discussion started from 7th chapter, 12th chapter. Now again, analysis is starting up. 13th chapter, Kshetragna, body and the knower of the body. Then 14th chapter, we studied yesterday. Talked about Maya, how the Maya is made. See, not only God's creation is wonderful, this body God created is wonderful. What is more wonderful than even creation of the metal body is you are identifying with the body. This is another wonder. One wonder of the God is this body which is too complicated. How did he create? We can only wonder and salute to him. Correct? All of us can salute God for this wonderful body that he created. Yes. Second thing, you're not noticing. You are identifying with the body. That is another biggest wonder. That is his Maya energy of the Lord, which is making you. So we have so much to study. We studied that. 3 modes, Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, Tamo-guna. Correct? And today's class was what? After that, Purushottama Yoga. Krishna said, there is Shara and Akshara, fallible and infallible souls. Beyond that is me, the Supreme Lord. Krishna said, the end of, correct? And he said, this world is a shadow of the real world. And imagine how real world is so beautiful. And we are used to the real world, even now. Yesterday I was talking, somebody dies, say, he had died because the spiritual world, there is no death. We are getting surprised. We are not still come to terms that we have left the spiritual world moving in the material body, correct? We look at the material body, we get sick. Why I'm sick? We get very frustrated. I'm getting bored. Why are you getting bored? Because you are used to Ananda. You're getting bored.
Prabhu, one question I have. Can I ask?
Yes. Last. 9 o'clock now.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Actually, our past Sanchita karma, that is the baggage of karma that we have, that decides this Janma's actions, and we create more karma.
Yeah.
How Sri Krishna allocate the karma such a way that we get to enjoy? He puts a balance of papas and punyas baggage in this life. So is there any?
Don't try to enter his mind. You cannot. He's Vishnu. He's God. He can accommodate so much. Not only that, parallelly everything is going on online management, every moment by moment. That only Vishnu can do. No Jiva can do. No Devata can do. He does personally.
Yeah.
Why he does personally? Out of love for the child. He's taking every child, reforming him, trying to make him responsible. That's karma, means accept responsibility for your activities. Make him responsible, make him a perfect gentleman, and give him an opportunity to enjoy his desires, and then suggest to him, my dear child, why don't you go back? He actually honors your freedom. He's not going to force you, but always give suggestion with unlimited patience. You know, sometimes we get angry sometimes. Why we get angry? We lose our patience. So why you're doing like that? We can tell, but the person doesn't listen. This is not good. The person doesn't. Then we give a slap. There is a boundary after that. Imagine Krishna doesn't give a slap. He's so loving. We can stop it, no? Will you stop it? No. We don't stop. For millions of births, we are doing stupid activities. He's patiently. Suhridam sarvabhutana. Bhagavad Gita, we said, 5th chapter, the last shloka. Suhridam sarvabhutana. Krishna declares, I'm your best friend. Actually, he's our best friend. One day life will teach you. All of us have been taught. Here and there, some experience, you'll see nobody is there with you. But within the heart, still inspiration, you can do it. So always, everybody's heart, Paramatma resides. If you chant Hare Krishna, you'll be very, very happy. See, suppose you say, Paramatma, please talk to me. What Paramatma will say? Already I gave you Bhagavad Gita, first you hear that. Say, Amulyaji, your son comes to you, Papa, give me some money. What do you say? Papa, yesterday I gave money. Have you finished that? No, that is still there. You finish that, I'll give you more. Not a problem. The same way, you tell Krishna, give me some direction. Krishna will say, I gave Bhagavad Gita. First read that. After that, I'll talk to you. After you read 18 chapters, still you have some doubts, I'll tell you. But we don't read that. That is in Almira, locked out then. And people say, I don't have time. I don't have time. That is so big, Gacha. For engineering, we studied this much books. For medicine, this much books. And just to know God, even one small book we cannot study. Correct? So we should not be lazy. My request is please study. All the books are online available. And I also am trying to deliver books all around India. 2 places, some difficulties I'm getting. I'm trying to work out. I'm talking to private teachers. If it is possible, good. Take care. So I know in the website, the books are there. So those who have not known till now, you can try. Okay, we break today now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Wonderful session. Prabhuji, wonderful session.
Thank you. We have to make presentation for tomorrow now. We will be sitting and designing for tomorrow, all of us.
Oh.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You are always so energetic. Wonderful.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hey, Vishwanath sir, tomorrow we didn't have question from you today.
Yes, Prabhuji, I am on very
Hare Krishna.
poor network today.
Manchai kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhave cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnava namo namah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.